Welcome back to episode 3 of passing a funded account challenge. 100K, by the way. If y'all haven't seen episode 1 and 2, started out and give y'all a little recap. Bought a funded account challenge from Funder Pro, and I was trading with that for about a week or so. Blew the account, the first challenge. Got a fast track challenge, blew that on the first phase. And then bought another one, which is the same type of account, a 100K account, and took that to about 4 or 5K in the first week. And then here we are now in the second week of the challenge. Yeah, man, we ended off the last episode. We were at I think about 104, 105. Yeah, we were at 105K on the account. This is a 2-phase challenge. I need about 10K. I have to make 10K on the first phase, and then once I make that, within the 45% consistency, that is, after I make the 10K, then I have to pass the second phase, which the second phase will be the last phase before I get the fully funded account. But it'll be easier for me because I only have to make 8K on that account. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and go into my Funder Pro dashboard so y'all can see what my progress is currently. So I'll show y'all what that looks like. Challenge accounts. Boom. So as you can see currently, right now, this is the dashboard. So as you can see right here, the balance starting this week off is currently Sunday the 12th. So we're starting this week off at $106.1 thousand. So as you can see, I only need about remaining profit target. I only need about $3.8 thousand left on this phase. So my consistency rule is looking pretty good. Suggested daily profit, 4,500 within a day, 45%, of course. And my highest daily profit is 4,500. So I'm probably only $23 off. So my consistency currently is 73%, which is good considering if I make this $3.8 thousand this week, this phase will be passed. I realistically only need about one trade to get this done, but with my 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio being in play, this will particularly take me about 2 trades to pass, 1.5 trades. If I risk 2%, on a good trade, that'll be about a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, and this will be passed easily. So yeah, highest day profit, I'm at 73%. As you can see, my average loss is about $700, $655. My average win is about $2.9, $3,000. So it's looking pretty good. Win rate right now is 33%, but that is off because I did lose some trades on purpose, and that was just so I could get my consistency to look as beautiful as it looks right now. Because if you go back to the beginning, when I first started this challenge, I had $6.2 thousand. So this is about a little over $2,000 over my consistency rule. So took 2 trades on GBP JPY just to lose money because I had to get in that 4,500 range to make sure my consistency is at a good standing, which is why it's good right now. But if I'd have just kept this 6.2K that I won, my consistency would be probably over 100% right now. So yeah, I lost these on purpose, so that's kind of messing up my not my consistency, but it's messing up my win rate. But I'd say my win rate is probably about at least 45%. So, which is pretty good. But yeah, if you look at my trading log as of right now, I'm gonna go over these trades as well, on the on my trade locker, just to show you all the trades that I took and the thought process behind each one. But USD CAD took total of 3 trades on USD CAD. Well, really 2, because these 2 right here is 1 trade, but I opened up another position because it was looking immaculate, but it ended not playing in my favor. And this is the reason why when you hop into a trade, you can't marry the thought of it's gonna go in profit and you're gonna win the trade, just because of how good it looks, because at the end of the day you can always lose the trade. So yeah, this trade bit me right here, but it's okay. I took another trade on USD CAD too as well, and lost about 1,100. Spread took a little bit more than I wanted to, but it's really about $1,000. But as far as USDJPY, this is on January 9th. Hit a nice clean London session trade, made $3,000 on that. A clean 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio. So that brought me up, back in the game. That trade alone covered all 3 of these losses, which is why having risk management strategy is so important, so imperative to have a good risk management strategy. Because if I didn't have a good risk management strategy, wouldn't have made this much, and these losses probably would have been even bigger. But these trades aren't even 1% right here. This is 1%, but all in total, this is about a 2% loss. And this trade right here that I won, 3% gain. So I know that when I take a trade, I know that my max, I know that all the trades that I win are going to cover at least 3 of my losses, in which in this case, it did. So, I lost these trades, total about 2,000. Then I came back, won this trade for 3,000. So made back my losses plus 1,000 on top of it. And then I took a trade on UK 100, which is also London session. If y'all haven't realized by now, London session is my main time frame to trade, because I just like the volatility and the setups and the structure. I just like it better on London session. I used to trade New York session, in which I might get back into New York session because it's been moving pretty good the start of this year. It's been looking pretty good, so you might see some some more New York session trades, like from NAS 100 or US 30, things of that nature. But UK 100, $109. This was really a break-even trade. I took a nice break and retest setup, but came back on me. It was showing a lot of downside momentum, so I moved my stop loss up a little bit into profit. Came down, took me out at 109 in profit. So yeah, that's what happened there. Gold did me pretty well. I took 1 trade on gold. I think this was my NFP trade, because I did take a trade on NFP during NFP, and I originally hopped into a buy because it was a beautiful break and retest. But I was doing research up on NFP and how it was looking. Just did my research. Whenever you gotta always make sure that you check Forex Factory or whatever you look at to see what time frames that big news events are happening. You always got to make sure you check, do your research, because at the end of the day, that can mess you up on your trading. So I did that. I was like, a buy might not be a good idea right now, so I might just need to wait. So I was down $300, so hopped out of that trade. And then I took a sale on gold like immediately after. And then next thing you know, NFP comes out, boom, nice breaking structure, hit it for 2.3K. So with that being said, Took me to a total of 106, ending off the week on Friday, and we're looking pretty good. Looking very good on the account so far. We're making good progress on passing the account. I'm hoping to pass the first phase at least this week, and then once I pass this phase, then I'll immediately start on phase 2, which will be profit of 8K total. And then once that happens, be funded, baby. 100K live funds. I'm trying to change my life. We're gonna get straight to it, man. 2025, I'm coming super hard, giving everybody knowledge, giving everyone the knowledge that they need. If you want to pass a funded account, if you're working on a funded account right now, you can take what I'm doing, learn from my mistakes, learn from my wins, my losses, just documenting everything at this point. So yeah, man. With that being said, we'll hop straight into the chart so I can show you all the setups that I took. So yeah, it's 1 in the morning right now on Sunday, so the markets are closed. But yeah, I figured I'd just go ahead and show y'all what setups I took. So we'll start with the beginning trades that I took. I won't show you all these GBP JPY trades because those were just I lost money on purpose just so I could be within my consistency rule. But we'll start on USD CAD, the trades I took there. So yeah, as you can see right here, this was the trade that I lost. See, I would have won this trade if I didn't get out of it so soon. But it's just like during the time, the momentum of this trade, it just came down so hard and so fast. I was like, it was about to hit stop loss. It's probably another thing I need to work on too, is holding my trades, whether it just goes straight through stop loss or straight through take profit. That's something I need to work on. But yeah, as far as the setup, it was beautiful. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So the first thing I see this beautiful area of interest right here, or pivot point. See, you got rejections right here, a small rejection right there. You got rejections right here, and you got multiple rejections up in this area right here. So if you remember what I said in the last episode, a good area of interest, you want to make sure it has at least 3 touches. At least 3 touches on the area of interest. Some nice rejections. You want to see, plenty of wicks in the zone. You see, we got more right here. More rejections off the zone right here. Right here as well. I'm not going to mark that up though. So as my strategy goes, you can see we got a nice break above this structure point. The first break since it broke below. So a nice break. See this, this smooth little trend line right here, coming down, breaking into like a squeeze, a triangular squeeze, into this area of interest along with this trend line. And then you got the EMA right here as well, the SMA, pushing price up. So you got 3 confluences already that's telling me that price is going to go up. And the market is in an uptrend right now. We're on the 30-minute time frame. Market is in an uptrend. If you go on the 4-hour, go on the higher time frames and check to see. See, it's in a uptrend as well. So it's a very bullish market structure right here. But it is in a range, like right around here. You can see it is in a range. It was ranging. Comes right here, moving up, comes and touches this EMA on the 4-hour. This is 4-hour EMA. It's different for each time frame. It's not the same. But all in all, it's in a bullish market, as you can see. So that being said, I'll go down to my lower time frame. 30-minute time frame is what I take my trades off of, because this is what my strategy plays out the most of. I have the highest probability trades on this time frame. Do with that as you will. But yeah, it's rejecting off of this area of interest, rejecting off of this EMA, got the nice break, and then retest of that area of interest. So at this point, while it's playing around within this trend line and in this area of interest, what I'm waiting to see is a nice rejection and a bullish engulfing candlestick, which is my entry signal to take this trade. So I was waiting, small candles, small rejections, and then we get to here. This candle right here, boom, strong bullish momentum, bullish engulfing candlestick. So I'm like, okay, this is the one. So I get in right here, where this gray line is. That's my entry. Put my stops at the swing low, right there touching that EMA and the area of interest. I would have liked to, to have it a little lower, just to give me a bit more leeway. But yeah, I got in right here. The next candle that comes out, strong bullish candle, it was probably at like a 1 to 2, or well, it got to about a 1.8 risk to reward ratio at that point. So I was like, okay. So as my strategy goes, when my trade gets to at least a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio in profit, that's when I move my stop to break even, and then I'll just I'll leave it alone. If it shows me something else, if it shows me another entry signal, I'm sorry, I'm burping. If it shows me another entry signal to get into this trade, then I will do so. But yeah, so I was just watching it, and as soon as it hits right here at this point, hits this high right here, it just straight tanking super hard. Comes right here, makes a morning star pattern, and then boom, keeps tanking. Then this next one comes out, boom, keeps tanking. At this point, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to lose, the full 1%. So I think it'd just be best for me to get out, save, cut my losses short, and just save me some money, because I have to pass this challenge. I'm not trying to lose, more than what I should be losing. Try to save me some money. So I get out at this low point right here, probably about right here. This is what lost me. Where is it? Yeah, this is what lost me these two trades right here. So I was like, well, it is what it is. Yeah, it starts turning back over. I wasn't looking at it at this point, when it starts moving like all this, because I just, I closed the charts and I was done. But if I'd have stayed in this trade, this would have hit TP as well. This would have been at least a 6K trade right here. But it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. As long as my risk to reward is good, that's all that matters. Which is why I'm in profit still as of right now. So yeah, I can't remember what I took that lost me this 1100, because this was on USD CAD as well. Because I know I only took those 2 positions on this trade right here. So I'm not exactly sure where that came from. But yeah, we'll go ahead and move to the next trade that I took, which was this USD JPY trade that I won. So we'll go ahead and talk about that. So this beautiful setup, again, a nice break and retest that I seen on the 30-minute time frame. So first thing I look for, make sure it's in a nice ranging market. So we'll go to the higher time frame. We're going the 4-hour. So you can see it's in a bullish structure, bullish market. So this trade was actually a counter trend trade. So if you don't know what counter trend means, it's basically taking a sell in a bullish market. But let me tell you why I took this trade. So as you can see right here, it's currently ranging. Really, it's ranging in this area right here. But yeah, got a nice area of interest right here. So you see we got multiple rejections right here, rejections right here, rejections right here, rejections right here. So boom, that's already 4. So boom, you got rejections right here, right here, right here. You got rejections everywhere. So this is a valid area of interest. So, I'm like, okay, nice area of interest. And then we have a breakup structure right here. Breakup structure, price comes down pretty far right here. Test this area of interest. So I'll put that right there just to give y'all a visual. I don't know why this is blue because I usually have it set to white. But yeah, it's a nice area of interest right here. So yeah, rejected off of that, came back up and retested this area of interest. So I wait for the break of an area of interest, wait for a retest of the area of interest, and then I wait for a bullish or bearish engulfing candlestick to give me my entry signal to take this trade. And now I don't usually trade into the EMA. I usually trade with it because as you can see right here, it rejected this EMA about 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It rejected 6 times off of this EMA. So that's how you know that price is likely to reject off of this indicator right here. It rejected as well down here in these areas. Rejected right here. Rejecting all right here in this area. So I don't usually do this, but yeah, it played out in my favor right here. So yeah, I seen the momentum, the bearish momentum picking up. Then I entered right here. As soon as it broke that EMA, entered right here for a sell. Stops at the swing high. Targeted 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio at this low, probably about right there. And then it just went straight to TP. So this is the trade that won me this $3,000 right here. Risk 1% to make 3%. It's a good risk management strategy. So whenever you're trading, a funded account or a live account, risk management strategy is imperative. It's one of the main things you need to watch out for when you're trading in markets like these. Yeah, this one hit straight to TP. Now we'll go ahead and move to the next setup that I was looking for. And that was, the gold setup. So we'll go over to the gold and I'll show y'all what happened. Now gold, this was actually a pretty funny trade because I was just kind of being stupid on this trade, but this one played in my favor as well. But NFP, this was NFP day, but any other day, any normal other day, I would have took this break and retest. It still played out like how I anticipated it to, but this trade that I took, I know y'all see this long wick right here. I know y'all are like, there's no way you got into this trade, came all the way down, took profit right before it completely rejected back up and shot up in the market. Y'all are probably like, oh yeah, he's a sharpshooter. He a sharpshooter in the market. Ain't no way he sniped gold like that. But yeah. So originally what I was looking at, as you can see right here, we're in a bullish market, bullish trend, bullish structure. Got this area of interest right here. See, we got 1, 2, 3, plenty rejections right here, rejection right there. Came up, boom, rejected on the upside. I wouldn't necessarily call this right here a break and retest, just because of how small the movement is, how small the price action is. I want to see like a clear indicator that it's breaking up coming down, retesting, strong rejections, strong bullish engulfing candlesticks is what I'm wanting to see. So yeah, I didn't enter right here, but it came up a little bit, got a nice bearish candle back into this area of interest, and the original the $314 that I lost, it was because I hopped into a buy right here. It was about right here. Why is that blue? I don't want that blue. That's not right. What in the world? I swear, trade locker just be on some weird stuff sometimes. But yeah, I don't want this to confuse you, but I'm gonna put it right here, right about here. That's about where I entered at. I'll just move it over a little bit so you can see better. But yeah, I had stops at this low, target of 1 to 3, entered right there, on that bullish engulfing. At the time, it was a bullish engulfing, so I thought it was gonna push up, but this was right around NFP, and all the I was doing my research up on NFP, and I'm looking, and everything is pointing to sales. So I'm like, my strategy is good. This setup looks great, but NFP could just ruin my entire trade. So instead, I look for sell opportunities, in which I saw this trend line right here. Why is it blue? Saw this small trend line right here. Seen a break of that trend line, bearish engulfing, and then I seen it start to break under this area of interest, and then I get in for a sale right around here. And as soon as I get into a sale, NFP comes out a few minutes later, and then boom, tanks straight through the EMA, straight through the area of interest, just straight tanks for about a 1 to 2.3. So this is what won me that $300. So yeah, and then I would have gotten back into this, but I was like, nah, I already made $2,000. I'm done for the day. This played out. It would have played out regardless, because this is a part of my setup, so I would have won if I had waited, but I won anyway. So I call this a L in my book, but it's still technically a win, because I went against my trading strategy and just smacked NFP. But I guess at least that's one of the perks of trading fundamentals along with technicals. So if you only trade technicals, then if you only trade fundamentals, then I really suggest you get into technicals as well. You want to have a good balance of technical trading and fundamental trading, just so it'll give you the best edge over the market. So yeah, that was this gold trade, and this is the trade that ended me off for the week at $106,187. So the price that I need to get to in order to pass this first phase is $10,000. So I'm 4% away from passing this challenge. So we'll come in next week, in the next video, at the beginning, starting Monday or Sunday, Monday or Tuesday, around there. If I see a good setup, we'll start the next video off with what I'm looking for, and then come in, show y'all the profits that I made, losses that I made, and let's hope next video we have a past first phase at least. So yeah, I feel like this was a good week. We're a profit week, so a week in profit. W trades, as y'all can see, my wins are bigger than my losses, way bigger. And that's, as long as you have that risk to reward ratio, you just can't lose, man. You can go on losing streaks, but at the end of the day, your wins will always outweigh your losses. So with that being said, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all leave a like, comment, subscribe, and if y'all learned anything from this video, please, support me, because I'm becoming all 2025. Teaching people, educating people, follow, letting y'all follow along on my journey, passing this funded account, giving out game, spreading the knowledge that I know, and yeah, man. So yeah, I'll catch you on episode 4 of the series, man. 100KJ FX out.
All of the bitches anxiety, cars robotic, we go retarded. Hop in the foreign, don't need the top. When I get home, I need the top. Louis Vuitton when I leave the house. She got an ass and I grease them out.